The Buffs got their first quarterback commit in the 2024 class, Danny O'Neal. I'm David. I talk Buffs. I'm a local CU alum here in Colorado. Thank you for checking out my video where I give you daily Buffs content. Unfortunately, there weren't any press conferences after day 3 of spring day to dissect. So today we're going to be focusing on checking out Danny O'Neal. What makes him so special? What are his strengths? What does he bring to the Buffs? So let's dive in. Of course, before I get started, hit that like. Let me know in the comments what you think about Danny. That's going to help push this out to other Buffs fans. Let's get back to Danny O'Neal. What makes this kid so special? I believe he's the 33rd ranked quarterback right now on 24/7, 6 feet tall, from Indianapolis, Indiana, played at Cathedral High School, and there's a few things that I really like about him. First, he plays at one of the top programs in the Midwest. Now, the winters out here in Colorado aren't nearly as intense compared to what you'll find in the Midwest and Northeast. Having grown up in the Midwest, I can attest to that. But we need somebody that's comfortable in the cold, that isn't afraid of the elements, where that's a non-factor. Playing in Indiana, you're going to get some really bad weather. So that's great that Danny's coming from that place. It's going to be a non-factor for him. Another thing that I really like about him is that this kid has offers from teams in all 5 of the Power 5 conferences. That's extremely important to realize that he is in high demand. I'll link in the description an interview that he did recently with Locked On Buffs, where he talked about his strengths, why he feels like he's been in such high demand from, coaching staffs all over the country. And he talked about how we run a high-level college-style offense where he's actually allowed to make reads pre-snap and make changes at the line. And that's extremely rare for a kid his age. So I think that when you're looking at some of the qualities that Coach Prime, Sean Lewis, they're looking at quarterbacks who are extremely cerebral, that have strong leadership skills. And then we'll dive into the tape and you'll be able to see what kind of quarterback he is, but he's fundamentally sound. He's precise with the football. He knows where he's going. And you can't understate the mentals this sort of kid has. Now, I did want to put this in perspective, Buffs fans, like, okay, where does he come in right now, rating-wise, compared to some of the other quarterbacks that we've brought into the program over the more recent years? Let's start with Steven Montez, composite ranking of about 84. We go with Owen McCown, who played a little bit for us last year, transferred to UTSA this year, composite score of around 86. Then we get to Brendan Lewis, brought in by Mel Tucker, composite rating of around 88. I think that if Mel Tucker had stayed here at CU, Brendan Lewis's time here would have been substantially different. Again, he commits to Mel Tucker, but his time here at CU immediately starts with a brand new coaching staff. That's hard to navigate. I don't care how good you are as a player. Danny O'Neal right now, composite ranking of 87.59, so a little bit below where Brendan Lewis is at. Now, do I expect that to go up throughout his senior year? Yes. But that's just to give you a perspective of kind of where he's at compared to some of the other quarterbacks that we brought in throughout the most recent years. He was crystal ball to Kentucky, SEC school. So, I mean, this kid is a big-time player. It's going to be extremely fascinating to see what he does his senior year. Extremely accurate with the football and has a little bit of a dual threat. So I'm excited, but let's go ahead and dive into the film a little bit. Let's show off his strengths. I cut up his 10-minute huddle tape into some different plays that I want to highlight now. All right, Danny O'Neal, just a little background on his career statistics in varsity football. 63% completion percentage, 67 passing touchdowns to only 9 interceptions. And he has a little bit of a rushing ability as well. Has 19 rushing touchdowns and over 600 rushing yards. You'll see on his tape, he is extremely precise and accurate with the football at all levels. You'll also see him, just like he did right there, he can take contact while delivering the football and be accurate. You see right there just that elite level ball placement right there. And what I like is that they put some context in these highlights about how there are throws that need to be made under pressure when the game is on the line, and he delivers when he's needed most. And I think that's really important. You'll see that he can deliver passes from inside the pocket. He also has great scrambling ability. You'll see him on some long runs here. And what I like about him is that you can see that he can see the field at multiple levels. He can make pretty much every throw. He's thrown to all parts of the field, over the middle deep. He can throw to the outside deep. And again, he always keeps his eyes downfield, which I really appreciate. He's able to navigate the pocket well. And you'll see with some other throws here is that he's able to dodge defenders and rushers and still keep his eyes downfield and deliver the ball on target where only the wide receiver can get it. I love this play right here where he gets flushed out, he's able to deliver it over the top of the defender right where only the receiver can get it. Again, now I love this throw, rolling out to the left and delivering it on target for the touchdown. You love to see that. It kind of reminds me, if you look at Josh Allen's Wyoming tape, I mean, he was under significantly more pressure than this, but his ability to roll out to either side under pressure to make accurate throws downfield while having guys in his face, that's something that you love to see. Again, great rushing ability right there, getting the touchdown. Again, another rollout to the left, able to diagnose the coverage and deliver it to the appropriate receiver. Again, an accurate back shoulder throw there. Overall, I think there's a lot to be excited about Danny O'Neal with, especially in this Sean Lewis offense. He's going to be doing running. He's going to be doing, a lot of passing downfield and with some of these short and intermediate routes as well. And it's going to be on him to diagnose what the right play and read is with a lot of these RPOs and quick decisions that's going to be given to him. So the fact that he's a very cerebral quarterback is a huge advantage. But I want to say this. I don't expect him to be the last quarterback CU recruits in this 24 class. Again, Coach Prime is very big on competition, and I don't think that we can exclude the quarterback position from that as well. So very excited to have Danny O'Neal here. One thing he did say in an interview recently is that he wants to get this commitment done so that he can start recruiting guys to the University of Colorado as well. So excited to have him here. Seems like he's a fantastic leader on and off the field, and really excited to see where he goes from here. So welcome to Buffs Nation, Danny O'Neal. Excited to have you here.